Hi everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. I'm your host for this astro forecast, cosmic weather for April 28th, 2023. So thank you for joining in. All right, I'm going to wait a little bit as far as everyone that wants to tune in into what I like to call the cosmic dance. So yes, dancing with the energies instead of being smacked. Not to say other words, but you know your girls like humor, okay? So energies are, when there are any planets in retrograde, they're about reviews. This is not the planets going reverse, it's just kind of slowed down in their usual rotation, and it looks and appears as if it's going reverse, but that means that the energy is calling you inward. Okay, so call inward for Mercury that allows us to break free from the unconscious parts of ourselves. The way I like to explain this, you guys, the sun is your face, is what you know about yourself, it's your image, it's everything that is conscious. Well, in the background, we have the moon that is kind of playing out the subconscious, okay? So as the subconscious is recording everything that the sun is portraying, who gets to support the breakthroughs as far as the knowledge is Mercury. And Mercury is asking you to go retrograde, so inward, to look at what is being called to upgrade. And right now, this retrograde for Mercury is everything around feeling blessed, feeling loved, feeling grateful. So you might even see a cosmic trends on Instagram, on social platforms, where people are talking more and more about feeling gratitude, feeling, attuned to higher frequency of love and things like that. This is because of the cosmic dance, okay? This is what we are being called to do, to showcase, to walk the path of gratitude. And as we're doing this, we get to also understand the things that clash, okay? So the way that I always love to look at the sacred geometry, because literally your planet's placement in your chart or the way they act during a certain day, okay? They are just giving you archetypes. They're giving you themes. The geometry is what dictates the tides, the waves. If you're a surfer, you know what I'm talking about. It's whether you're going to get some good old waves, okay? Or you're just gonna have like a little flat line. It's very rare that we get flat lines, okay? And especially according to where we stand in this type of dance, okay? So this is kind of an introduction for the ones that are new to the channel. You know, this channel is growing, so welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I help you tune into the cosmic dance. That means how the planets are dancing with each other, which has an effect on us, okay? So now you're going to see that this moon has this, you always want to pay attention to the dotted green line. This is called a quincunx. The symbol for a quincunx is like a little table. You have like this little, teepee with a top. And that's a tension line. That's the energy that wants to literally like shoot like an arrow, okay? It's very fast paced. And what I like to illustrate the energies of any day that has this type of line is like playing pinball, okay? Some of you may have played this back in the days, like myself. Okay, so pinball day between the moon and this little red here, Jupiter. So not the Jupiter in blue, but the Jupiter in red. What's the difference? What is this that you're showing us, Audrey? So all in blue here. This is the chart for April 28th. In the tropical system, that means the Western system of astrology. And this is the one where, yes, this is astrology. This is where you actually look at the physical manifestation of energy. So our emotions, our subconscious program in the physical reality, okay, are being triggered in this layer in red. This is the same chart for the day, except in another system, and it's called draconic. Draconic charts are according to the lunar node, to the moon. Very interesting, you guys. If some of you want to look at how you're dealing with your own emotions from your natal chart and even your progressive chart, okay, you want to do a comparison between your chart or tropical chart, natal chart, towards your draconic chart. This is an option that you can see that is automatically offered to you. And the more you have insanity in terms of sacred geometry, the more you know that it's a kind of a challenge for you to make your emotions merge into the physical realm. So here we see that the physical reality with the emotions, here we have Jupiter that is in an angle in emotions that speaks of perseverance. This is also the planet of luck. So the luck as far as you sticking to what you know you love, to what you want to do as far as your career, even if it's not there yet, is being a little pinball, okay? Pinball with what? With the moon here on the physical reality that is placed in an angle that wants to offer you freedom. Freedom of what? Freedom of all the chains that you have. Hi, honey. My honey is there. The Yadzilla. Yes, hi, honey. You know this line. So my man has like probably like 8 to 16, depends on how you count the lines. He knows this. That means that it makes you very impulsive, very impulsive if you have a lot of those tensions. So are all astrology in the countries the same? Very good question. Yes, it's the same because it's really according to secret geometry, and the planets don't move as fast, and kind of during the day the moon is pretty much for everyone in that same place and just shifts. So yes, it's for everyone, though it's a very good point. At some point I will share with you how I'm going to forecast the world. Yes, and hang on, I'll try to do this weekend to tomorrow. So if you're interested in things like that, I want to show you how those energies that I channel for you every day, you can see how they play out in your specific country in the world. So that should be interesting. So tune in for tomorrow, okay, you guys? So here that I said, you are called to persevere emotionally. You're being called to step into your higher version of self, and all the programs and all your resistance in the physical world are being triggered to offer you freedom. Now, do you see here? Remember pinball. So we are here, we're at Jupiter emotionally. We want freedom. We want to be feeling lucky and all those good stuff. And boom, buff, it goes straight to the moon. Moon says, yes, I'll offer you freedom. But we got a major line of opposition with another layer here of Neptune that is in the emotional layer. This placement that you can see is in Aquarius, okay? Certain degrees of Aquarius. If I'm not mistaken, this placement is here between 20 and 25 degrees of Aquarius, which speaks of your emotional mastery, your emotional awareness. So what we have here is that today the universe is challenging us to offer us expansion, to offer us growth. But it's going to require you to break free from any type of programs and belief systems that have been keeping you from manifesting your highest timeline, your highest life. And that means you're going to want to tap in your empathic superpowers, okay? So that's something that I have developed a program. I call this the Cosmic Dancer, because I'm helping you to attune to all layers of body. I have a free workshop if some of you want to join in. I have only 100 spots limited. I have already plenty people that signed up, so I will post this detail in this live and maybe on my story. So some of you, if you want to learn a little bit more about this, but especially how you can attune to this, this is about having hyper awareness of what is keeping you down, is keeping you trained. You can see my foot, chained. The role of asteroid in astrology, we're not going to cover this today because there's already so much going on with the planets, and we're going to move on from here. So what we have here, okay, so remember, pinball, and then clang, and then we have like a beautiful T square, okay, and it's playing with this energy here. Ooh, baby. Okay, so we got Venus emotionally. That is triggering all this cluster of energy that is all about the gratitude, the feeling blessed, the feeling loved, and making sure that all parts of ourselves are able to feel it. Okay, so that means that if you're going to claim, I feel lucky, I attract, I don't chase, all those things, and really inside it's like, really? Do you? Sure? Sure. Okay, so if there's any type of doubts in you, this is going to be revealed to you today. If you have this awareness, if you do the inner work for yourself, you will need other people to trigger you, because this will happen otherwise. Why? Because this is kind of happening here in a cluster, you see, where we talk about interactions one-on-one. That means that the way we love and the way we feel gratitude and the way we feel lucky and the way we feel things are possible for ourselves, the way we feel we can get out of our 9 to 5, the way we can feel we have options, we are limitless, is going to probably either you address this with yourself and you do the inner work and you look at those things, and when you claim them, you kind of see, yeah, well, I don't believe that. Why don't I believe that? How was I, maybe how did my parents respond to my accomplishment? Did they give me feedback? Did they give me any feedback? Was it more negative? Were they more highlighting the negative versus kind of encouraging? So a lot of things here are about, how you were boosted or diminished in your ability to feel loved, to feel successful. So if you are not able to figure out by yourself, be open to the universe sending you some messengers. So hopefully I'm enough of a messenger for you. Okay, so that means you want to review this. This is something that I reviewed myself yesterday that I was surprised. It kind of hit me like a pinball. Okay, and you would know was I getting any feedback? Was I? And then it's then you got to switch it around and you got to be your own parent. You got to be the one say, you know what, Audrey, you did great. You did great today. Maybe tomorrow you want to do this a little bit differently, because maybe you can touch base on this, do this like this. You'll feel better about yourself, but you got to see how you're talking to yourself. You're like, you did so bad today. You didn't perform as well. See, you didn't make the money or the goals. Oh, yeah, but did you show up? As long as you show up, you guys, you're already making the first essential step. Okay, so thank you, Diego from Uruguay. I love this. Thank you so much for the warm feedback. So I thought I was going to do the weekend forecast, but honestly, it's a little busy energetically. So I am going to show up, and I'll probably show you this weekend how to look at how the influence are going to manifest for each country. So Uruguay, you might be also pinpointed on those maps, and you'll see how certain placement of planets are activating you a little bit more. Okay, so thank you so much for joining. If you want more details about my free workshop, May 2nd, 2023, you'll look in the details and in my stories. Thank you so very much. Namaste.